yun guys, welcome back dito sa CALLE TV. Kasama natin ulit Omar Baliw ng High Minds, Omar B, syempre. Sama rin natin si Mike Swift ng Sunugan at ng marami pang iba. Dalawang feeling ko hip-hop future Hall of Famers.
Hall of Famer na. Ito, future Hall of Famer to.
Sa lahat.
First ballot Hall of Famer. First ballot Hall of Famer.
Grabe inspirasyon na itong mga to sa atin.
So, wait. So, going back, iwan natin kanina, nung the Mike Swift or event organizer naman yung tatanungin natin. Paano nagsimula? Kailan nagsimula? Kasi ang dami nito eh. Ang dami nitong portfolio, pare. Kung baga sa ratio, puno to.
Can I freely say na ako ang pinakamaraming naibigay na libreng hip-hop event sa Pilipinas?
I think so.
That's I really gave a lot. Like and every time they need an organizer for charity, they always holler at me for many years. Nakakapagod din siya, pero I guess, it all works out.
You love to do it.
I can't even say I love to do it. I just feel like nobody was able to do it. Parang I didn't like doing it. I hate it. It's one of the most hated thing I do, but I can't get away from it.
Yeah. It's like washing the dishes for me.
Parang
ang dami na Pusoy Dos Celebrity Pusoy Dos Tournament.
Yeah.
We pulled that off like pwede pang ituloy yon actually. You know what I'm saying? So I did that. Sunugan CALLE goes on every month, everywhere till now. I mean, besides the pandemic going on, that is fully active and those are free all over. I've done for many years a lot of events that way. Why? Because I want to see what is happening right now.
Yes.
A growing community, like a community that pag siya'y malusog, kung ikaw ay isa sa mga nagtanim,
yes.
nagdilig, maaring makakain ka ng maayos dyan. So
may harvest ka kasi ikaw yung sa mga una nagpunla.
That's why I always show the utmost respect to Omar. Because nakita ko yung kanyang come up. Tsaka hindi lang yun. Habang sa come up niya, mapagbigay na agad. Hindi pa siya mayaman, mapagbigay na. Kumbaga, ganun yun siya kayaman. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, he was already showing, like he foresaw. Hindi mo naman gagawin yung mga bagay na ganun ipaglalaban kung hindi mo alam na ikay makakausod. So these are one of the things that I was saying. It's like, yung sacrifice. People always say, why do you do your events like that? People get mad at me for the way I was doing my events. And I kung sa una, ginagawa ko siya para magka-platform, that was the beginning. Okay, now we got the platform. Now we doing this. May nakikinig na. Dumadami na, lumalaki na. Okay, how do you maintain? So I think my experience led me hanggang sa Araneta. Kung baga lumaki na lumaki. Kasi ilang picnic games na meron ako, Sham.
Yes.
Ayoko na sabihin na ang guest ko sina LeBron James, sina Paul George, at sina, these are like top names in the world. I did it. That's 9 alone in the tournament. Besides my birthday, besides ang daming naganap doon ng malaking event. So, ang daming libre lagi pag sa tournament kasi it's not even gated. Yeah. Alright? So, off the tournament, pero before noon, siguro, what drives me crazy is hanggang ngayon, ang tanong, yung simpleng tanong, bakit hindi mapuno ng Pinoy hip-hop community ang Araneta Coliseum? You guys gotta answer that for me, because to me it things me, and people think it's about me. No, man, it ain't about me to fucking fill up Araneta. And why is it about me? It ain't about me. It's just about us proving that our community is that big and that strong.
Na may nanonood na sa genre to.
Okay, so organizing, now that I see y'all three, my eyes light up. Why? Because all that hard work just to make a point, I don't feel alone anymore. Yeah. When at that time, when I say I was alone with investing my first 350,000 pesos just for Araneta. That's how I started it. Me and Jayhan. Shouts to Jayhan Puting Kalabaw. That's our money. That's from our savings, from our Conectado Lays, our DVDs, our early YouTube money, and it all went there because we believe we can fill it up. So, and from experiencing that organizing part is when naging mama ako hindi ako sanay na walang pera, hindi ako sanay na walang galaw, hindi ako sanay, paano ako mag-a-adjust ngayon? Hindi na uso yung bilihan ng CD, DVD.
Nag-evolve na.
Nag-evolve na. I know how to make shirts, I know how to do this shit, I've done it before, I saw but pag wala kang puhunan, paano ka sumikat na yung lahat, organizer ka, ang lalaki ng presyo, paano ka naman, artist din ako. So this is where I feel I don't regret putting so much into organizing. The fun part of my music that I should have been living then, I'm living it now. So to me, kumbaga, tangina, matagal na kami sa eksena, pero I can relate with how he started from music. So he's in this when he does events, not to ask, pagkanong TF mo bibigay sa akin, ganyan. We don't ask that. We say, what kind of stage? That looks like I want to fucking play my music. I made 3 songs yesterday.
I think ito yun nai-enjoy nyo na yung paggawa ng music ngayon. Dahil sa hustle nyo. I think what he's trying to say is, yung mahirap kasi before, pag struggling artist ka, wala kang gasolina, wala kang pang araw-araw. Hirap gumalaw. So yung paggawa mo ng music, hirap din. Ang hirap din. Medyo limited ka din. Pero ngayon, kunyari, kayong dalawa, I think, nakakaluwag-luwag na kayo. So you guys making music is easier now. Actually, sunod-sunod ang content. Grabe. Speaking of that. So, I think yun yung parang humustle muna kayo. Make that money first. Make that And
then follow the passion.
Kasi iba.
I found the money late. I found money in hip hop in spurts. I've tasted millions in the Pinoy rap industry where I've received checks. Even Araneta, it was a $1 million+ check at the end. I mean, even though palabas na yan, natanggap ko ito pero wala na yan, kulang pa. You know what I'm saying? Pero so yung feeling na kaya mong makascore ng ganun palagi, it never leaves I've always had that suntok sa one character. That's why sometimes you see me dead broke and then you see me with sun and then I'm just up and down with it. But believing yun ngayon, I don't want to say what I got from my 2 deals, but if I was to say it, I should be rapping what other people is rapping too. This time, but I ain't saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. I keep it on the low, but you know what I mean. So there's fucking yung vision noon na meron palang pwedeng ganito na yung ginawa nila sa America naging after the Diddy era, the Gosu era, the all that money that was coming in, it's possible to happen in hip hop, and I think it's happening now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I get what he's saying. Yung confidence yung okay lang ako ma-broke. Nakaramdam na ako ng million Nakaramdam na ako ng hirap. Nakakuha na ako ng million. Kaya ko ibalik. Iba yung na-attain mo to. Yung confidence level nun, ang laking mo parang
ang tinutukoy ni Nick, kapag hindi binigay sa'yo yung pera, kaya mong
kumbaga mawala man yung 1 million na yan, kinita ko yan dati. Kaya ko yan. Kaya kong bawiin yan.
Ayan ang pagkakamali. No, but I had that, but for a while when you're I felt like in a financial slump. I wasn't in a creative slump because yung lungkot ko dinala ko sa pagpipicture ng courts So, segue ko na doon, di ba? So, yung lungkot ng Araneta Coliseum dahil ang laki ng utang ko tapos ang mahal na ng artist as an organizer. Tapos people are looking for the younger people to get signed, right? You know what I'm saying? At that time, Abra, Stick Figures, all the people were doing well where I felt like, pucha, lahat ng investment ko noon, sana napapunta? Kung nag-iisa rin lang ako ngayon. Wala naman tumutulong, wala naman kumukuha sa akin para ganyan. So I think when I got sad, took pictures of basketball courts, I got discovered.
So there's Araneta Dreams, and then from Araneta Dreams, pumunta tayo kay Mr. Pinoy Hoops. Another hat of Mr. Mike Swift. So, paano nagsimula ngayon ng Pinoy Hoops?
Pinoy Hoops, well, kung kilala niyo ako, pagdating ko pa lang dito mula Amerika, wala na akong ginawa kundi mag-basketball din. Kaya ako naging kaibigan sina Francis sina H-Town, sina Tony, all the PBA imports. That was my world, you know what I'm saying?
Team Sunday, di ba?
Yeah, and Team Sunday, and you know,
Even
so
Tuesday
that was
too.
I never stopped. I missed my childhood playing here. So hindi ko siya na-experience. So I took it to kumbaga, dinocument ko yung mga paglalaro ko rin, ganan hanggang sa yung Instagram. May Instagram pala, may ganito palang pwede mong ilagay lahat ng
Platform pala.
Free for all.
Yes, so when I fucking started putting the basketball pictures there, it wasn't popular yet online. So once I did that, ramdam ko na agad sa unang buwan ko pa lang ang mga followers ko, NBA players. I was like, oh shit. And it's growing faster and faster. And then, this break that I got, Instagram has its own Instagram. I don't know how many followers they got, but they feature people sometimes. When they have a special page, so isa sa page ko ay yung Pinoy Hoops na page ko. Na feature doon. Yun pa yung pinakauna eh. Parang, oh shit. What the fuck? That's like winning a lotto. That's like winning a lotto. Only real photographers, they get featured in that shit, and I'm in there. That dun pa lang puta panalo na eh. So it led to a lot of other. It led to opening eyes like Nike International.
Yeah. Kwento mo yan. Ano yung mga na-open na doors because of that break that you got? Para ma-inspire yung mga tao na parang ano.
Una muna pag silip ko sa sa DM sa Instagram.
IG.
Hindi, sa Facebook pala muna ito. Parang 1 week na luma na yung sa Pinoy Hoops Facebook, which I rarely check the inbox there. So when I check, there's somebody that's desperately wanting to meet me. So I don't know, this could be a bogus thing. Then I saw it also again in my DM in Pinoy Hoops. Pinatulan ko, saan bang meeting na to? Sabi, it's a secret project. It's a pretty big project. Can you come to the fort? Can you come to what's that shit on 4th Ave? Anyway.
Coffee shop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ano nga pangalan nun? Masarap kumain. Anyway.
Basta doon.
Okay, so I'll get the name later. So they said, hey, come through. Can you go? Can you make in this meeting? We need it urgent, like tomorrow. It's like, wala naman schedule ng mga gaya natin eh. Tomorrow, check my, wala naman schedule.
Let me check anong oras ako magigising.
Basta after lunch.
But I'm open because I already could smell opportunity right away. And when they need you that fast for something that big, meeting you in a place like that, I was like, oh shit, I smell opportunity over here. So I go look at, I speak to these people, and I find out it's a big Nike commercial. And the Nike commercial requires a person like me who knows where all the courts are. So then I became location manager for the FIBA Nike commercial. And I became the point person to say what's authentic and what's not. So kaya kong barahin kahit sinong, dahil yun yung job ko. Your job is to correct when they're doing something and you don't feel right, sabihin mo.
Naging creative consultant ka.
Ha?
Kailangan legitimate yung
Yes, exactly. So yun relationship ako with Nike starting from there. And it continued because when one of the locations were the tenement, and when they left, and then they think I continued the work in the tenement, and they made me an influencer. So from there, so much had grown out of it, including the title Love Court Energy, parang yung anong tawag doon, Hypercourt, the root of that is all like my work going around and doing all of that. So anyhow, where we leading to Pinoy Hoops. So yun yung
unang, yung mga doors na na-open because of Pinoy Hoops. Yun yung unang tapos si Paul George, patlak hanggang dumami yung nakakaalam sa tenement. Hanggang sa nasa PlayStation na siya, may sarili na siyang sneakers. So speaking of tenement, after Pinoy Hoops, gumawa ka naman ng bagong event na naman, which is Picnic Games.
That's right.
Tapos you made tenement a world-renowned court na parang, we were talking about this, na parang, ito yung vision mo sa tenement. Gusto mo maging rocker park siya ng Pilipinas.
Yes,
parang, I remember that when you said that to me. So, kwento mo naman yan.
I don't like those kind of terms na maging ito Jay-Z ng Pilipinas, ito ganito na ito rocker Pilipinas, ito ganito na. No, I think I just wanted to parang nakita ko lang kung ganun ka-special siya sa Pilipinas. Parang wala namang ganito sa Pilipinas na para tong para
may character kasi, no?
May character. So naramdaman ko na agad yung energy niya. Tsaka remember that time nalungkot ako dahil sa Araneta
Dreams, yeah.
So ang ramdam ko yung Tenement, parang nakarelate ako sa kanila dahil nobody cares about them. They trying to come up. They're disregarded.
They were parang disregarded sila, parang bala kayo dyan.
And what's important to organizers? Venue, right?
Yes.
So when I made this friendship with them and they said, Mike, you could fucking do whatever you want at our place. When a person has zero money,
yes,
negative pa na marami, and still have the organizer at heart in them, you'll find a way. And I think that's why when I was at the Tenement, I saw a venue, a special venue, and then I saw people that were down to help me and not talking money, not talking thing. They were talking about their lives, their freedom, the freedom of their tenement, or whatever it is they got to fix there. Sabay kaming yung energy namin.
I want to cut you off, sorry, but as an event organizer, alam yan, if you're really an event, or if you want to be an event organizer, isa sa mga priority mo ma-secure kaagad. Venue. Yun dapat.
Venue.
Location. It will play a huge part on your success. Kung ano mangyayari sa event mo, ang laki-laking factor nun. Kung hindi siya number 1, number 2 yan, dapat. Kumbaga, kung budget ang una mo, actually hindi rin eh.
One siya talaga.
One talaga eh. Kasi hindi mo malalaman kung magkano yung budget mo kung wala kang location eh, di ba? Diba? So, pati, sa location, doon mo maano yung mga, ano yung pwede may dagdag, ano yung kulang, ano yung pwedeng bawasan.
Sobra.
So, yun. So, yun. As an event organizer, that's coming from us. Kung gusto mo mag-events, location.
Check out mo, madali ba yung puntahan ng Grab? Malapit ba yan sa MRT, LRT? Meron ba dyan bus na dumadaan? May jeep ba dyan? Tricycle ba papasok dyan? Lahat yon things to consider para gumawa ng successful
and depende sa event mo. Diba? Depende rin sa klase ng event mo na iniisip mo kung bagay ba to, kung makakatulong ba to. Kasi, yun nga, yung tenement, the basketball, ang sarap maglaro eh. Kahit ako, nakapaglaro ako doon. Alam mo yung first, maglalaro ka, mga 5 floors ng tao. 5 floors ng tao nanonood sa ibang feeling yan,
Masarap doon. Kaya,
so picnic games, tenement, Mr. Pinoy Hoops, and then also Arnett Dreams. Sige ba, Arnett Dreams, na-depress tayo kasi shit, di ba? But you umangat ka, parang hindi, tanga na, game pa rin.
Umangat ako every year. I've celebrated every year. 2013, April 9. 2014, April 9. 15, April 9. I always have an event. And people always ask, kailan matuloy yung Araneta Dreams? Hindi nyo ba alam taon-taon? Meron ako niyan. It's just to remind everybody that we still got a job to do. So, ginawa ko yung sunod in Dubai. Nobody was getting flown out as a group. Only a few people could go individually. Like Glock could probably go out of the country to do a show. Yung malalaking names na ilan lang naman. Wala pa nga yata eh. So, Abra, Batas, Ron Henley, who else was there? Delo, Looney, Smuggler, I said that already. A whole group na connect ko para makapag-event kami sa Dubai. So yun yung celebration ng next. So may progress.
Hip Hop 22 era to, no?
Yes, pero may progress, 'di ba? Parang ayun last year nabawi pa ako, malungkot pa ako ngayon. Peke akong masaya ngayon, pero dahil may Dubai, buhay pa yung enerhiya ng Araneta, tapos yung pera doon bayad sa utang. Lahat ng pera pasok bayad sa utang. You know what I'm saying? So many years of that. I just cleared Batas last year. You know what I'm saying? Just to put it out there. Yeah. So he was so nice that he let me lay away what I gotta pay him. So I just paid Jerome Be Smooth from Big Pictures for them helping me just last year. Finished. You know what I'm saying? So shit, it's crazy. How many years is that? Yeah. Pero every year I tried. Like pagkatapos nun sa Dubai, yung sunod na taon nun, I see tenement. I dressed the tenement like Araneta. I made Dino parang ikaw yung host ng Araneta Coliseum. I made fake tickets.
Yeah.
People dissed me for promoting that Eminem and Snoop was coming to. I said Eminem and Snoop is coming to April 9 in Araneta. It's a play, but it's a play. So people were dissing me. They were like this. They were like, how dare? I'm like, what would a person? Parang ganyan bang believe nyo sa akin? Kaya kong dalhin si Eminem si Snoop dito na wala nga akong 5-5 pera. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I like that. So I kept everybody on their toes. What's a guy to do that has nothing? But the tenement, I got a fucking concert. It's a different fucking kind of musical of one of its kind. And we did it, you know what I'm saying? So, dagdag yun sa energy paano nakapunta si LeBron doon. That's why I always say it's not just me that got things popping in the tenement. It's the whole hip-hop community because they always, when I ask them to come, they come through and they perform. You did your thing.
Yeah.
Recta, they did. Everybody came through there.
So speaking of tenement, so yun nga, nandiyan tayo sa tenement na, no? Sumikat ang tenement, one of the factors, kasi alam kong ayaw mo ang kininto eh. Hindi mo ang kininto eh, pero alam kong you're one of the main reasons, ako for me, you're one of the main reasons bakit tenement became world renowned na court. Yun nga, nasa PlayStation na siya and everything. So, tell us the story, paano mo ginawa yung painting the whole courts.
Yeah.
Then tenement, paano mo siya nakakuha ng sponsors and everything with Maya.
Yeah.
Ganon.
Una-muna.
Shout out to Maya.
Shouts to Maya. You know, una-muna kasi when you look at the tenement and then you see that I have the freedom to paint whatever I want there. That's the one thing that made me look for paint, especially. Even though I was already doing that for a long time, yung lilinyahan, maglilinis ng mga courts, I was doing that. But to get paint, to paint it that way, I've always envisioned basketball art. And that's why tayo ang naging mother of all, parang yung umuso yung mural sa ano. Tayo yung ano nun eh, parang yung energy ng Pinoy Hoops led to this new cult of basketball art, basketball court collection, art. Basta, this world is crazy. If you look into it, you have the VBL people, you have Pigalle, you have, you know, big time heads that deal with big time people, big time figures. And it's so dope that I'm part of that community. Not only part of it, they respect me as one of the gods in there. Like, yo, what you do, you know why? Because Philippines is full of basketball courts. So, ang dami nating, kumbaga, canvas. Kahit araw-araw ako mag-paint, and that's what I'm doing.
Maubusan.
So, yun yung ginawa ko. So, I started painting and started getting attention. Tapos, nauso yung drone. So,
Pull out na shot.
oo. So, I always found my ways to have money para makabili ng pintura. Nung wala pa yung nipon. Pag nakikita mo yung mga efforts ko sa pag-paint ng mga rampa ng tenement, isa-isa yun. Halimbawa, alright, Pete from LA is here. You want to help out? You can't help the whole tenement, but you know you can help this ramp. Paint this ramp. I started it like that. Hanggang sa one day, Nippon calls me, and Nippon says, well, this is after Chooks. Chooks also discovered me in a beautiful way, like from the grind. Meaning, hindi rin niya, wala naman naglakad sa akin.
Sige, kwento mo sa amin.
Okay, sa Chooks to Go naman, dahil...
Wait lang ha.
Si Coach-
Para lang tayo. May Nike na tayo because of Pinoy Hoops.
Yeah, may Nike na ako.
Nike
Nike
na.
influence, legit.
So next, where's the next endorsement? What is Chooks to Go?
Chooks to Go discovered me because I had become a host for 3x3 games. I've done it for NBA, and then I'm a friend with Coach Mark Solano of SBP, who used to be a rapper back then also.
Oh.
So Coach Mark said, Mike, you're perfect for this fucking job. And I did the job so good for them that when Chooks to Go was their sponsors also, that yung may isa sa Chooks to Go kasi na nakikita mo, laging may camera, laging behind the scenes, he's just working. He just looks like like what I do. Or camera gangster, he just video, make sure you get the best shots. He's doing a lot of kumbaga, a lot of effort for Chooks to Go. So they're the sponsors. Doon ko nakilala yung this special person, Sir Mel. This guy saved my life. So Sir Mel Mac Sports. So he was doing his work like that. Eh ako, matulungin ako pag organizer ka. Tapos gusto mo maganda yung event kasi bahagi ka ng event. Kung sino ka man sa event,
Parang magiging organizer ka pa rin.
Yes, because pag meron dyang basura, lilimutin mo
pupulutin mo
yan.
yan.
Kahit ako MC, hindi ko job yan, lilimutin mo yan.
Yes, sir.
Pag may nakita kang may struggling yung DJ o struggling yung isa tapos kaya mo, libre ka,
Mismo.
tutulong ka. So that, I mean, this is me in a work area, right? So I think
That's your playground.
yeah, or any playground that if you put you know, you should give it, you know, top attention if you're working for it. Anyway, yung person na to, na notice niya pa ikaw yung ano, then he started following my Instagram stuff. And then he asked me if sino yung team ko. Sino yung team mo? Panginoon. I'm like, Sir Mama, what team? Ako lang po. So
Yung broad team niya o sino?
Sino? And when you watch my video, it looks like I have a big prod team. You know what I'm saying? Who? No, that's just me and my fucking cell phone, really. But you know, and then tinesting niya ako isang gabi. Sabi niya, this is after pa, mga months later. He said, you know what? I could use you in the future, or something like that. I just kept it cool. Hindi ko alam na bossing. Hindi ko alam na basta ako matulungin ako sa mga sa paligid ko. So I think I'm not saying that this came out of his mouth, that he noticed that about what I did. Tapos nung inimbita niya ako, may bagyo sa Eastwood siya. Tapos sabi niya may opportunity ako na once in a lifetime. Ay, kumbaga may naisip siya na baka mawala na bukas, ganyan. Kahit na bagyo sa labas, ayaw ko talaga pumunta. I thought about it a little bit, you know, the laziness sinking in. Bagyo eh. Wala nalabas. Talagang malakas yung bagyo nung gabing yun. What I did was, I said, you know what? It sound parang first time they're gonna have a 3x3 on the way to the Olympics. Doon pa lang, napakinig ko yung Olympics. Kasi ano ko yun eh, parang dream ko rin eh. Parang yung sa FIBA na nakabot. Doon ako, oh fuck.
Game na.
Because that's on my bucket list. Like, shit, I wanna go to the Olympics and watch this shit. Fuck. And I think that impressed him that I went there. Not only I went there, anong pinag-usapan namin? At that time, ang pinag-usapan, meron kaming balak na mag 3x3. Umpisahan namin, ganito ang idea. Kailangan namin ng pwede ka ba makagawa ka ba ng kanta? May press ko na kami sa ganun kabilis. Ganun silang kabilis eh. You know what I'm saying? That's how I work too. You see, I work fast. I upload tomorrow. I got upload. I'll be bombarding CalleCon Facebook every day. I got something new there. Every 2 days, it's probably new. And I feel bad already sharing new. But what am I gonna do? It's new. Yeah. Sorry, I want to share. It's new. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not bombarding you with yesterday shit, last month shit. But anyway, nakita niya na si Mike. Kumbaga, like hindi niya sinabi na gawin yung kanta eh. Pinaringgan niya ako. So pagdating nung press con, may kanta na ako na ibigay. Pinapatugtog na nila sa press con. And that was the beginning. And that's why I'm rocking this shirt. Because why? Because it's fucking professional sports now in the Philippines. Congratulations to them. It's a professional official by the gaming board, a professional, which means if I do, I actually have a career. I got a nice career with them.
I want to cut you first. So, Nike, Chokes to Go. Kuha tayo sa Neon Plate. Pero babalik muna tayo with our break muna. Alright? Break muna tayo.